What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Teen Mom 2 reunion. This is reunion part 3. And unfortunately, I came in late on this episode. I came in 30 minutes late. So I promise y'all, when I catch up with the first 30 minutes of the show, I'll add it on in the description down below along with timestamps. As soon as I get a chance to go back and see what I missed on part 3's reunion. But from where I came in on was Nathan and Barbara. They had their time on the couch with Dr. Drew, and Dr. Drew asked Nathan his current situation now and how's things going between him and Janelle regarding Kaiser. And he was like, first of all, I just want to let everybody know, just because I have like the best interest in my son doesn't mean I don't want Janelle in his life. Like, I want Janelle there as much as I want to be there. I mean, she's his mother. I would never want to take her out of his life. This is what Nathan said to Dr. Drew. And then he also mentions that, they started to talk about Crazy David. I'm just going to call him Crazy David. And then Dr. Drew asks Nathan, how you feel about David? He was like, he just seemed like just a crazy, just a wild animal to me. Like something is wrong with that dude. And then they put the camera on Nessa and she's like, like Nessa wanted to say so much more than that. Ooh, like she wanted to weigh in when Nathan was talking about David. So, yeah, that's pretty much what he had to say. And so Dr. Drew tells Barbara, well, guess what? Andrew is upstairs and we're going to have him come out next. And Barbara was like, what? So you mean to tell me he's here because Jace is up there? Why you didn't tell me? And so it looked like, well, we didn't hear them. We didn't hear whatever it was Dr. Drew was saying. But I'm pretty sure he was saying, well, I'm not going to let him see Jace. I mean, it's totally up to you and Janelle. I wouldn't just allow him to see Jace. That's not my call. And so Andrew came on out. And he shook everybody's hand. When he shook Barbara's hand, she wiped her hand off on her pants. So like, what the hell? And the cameraman is so shady because they put it right on her. And so Dr. Drew is asking Andrew about everything this season with him finally deciding to be in Jace's life. He was like, I've always tried to be there. Janelle just was shutting me out. She was like, leave me alone, quit calling. And then Nathan was like, man, I don't care. It's just no excuse for that. When it comes to my child, ain't nobody gonna keep me away from him. This is what Nathan chimed in and said to Andrew. And then Andrew was like, and I mean, even with Nathan can tell you, back when him and Janelle was together, I used to text this man inquiring about Jace. And I mean, he would tell me, well, just do this and do that. And it's like, I would do it. And still, she wouldn't let me see him. And I'm like, damn, that's messed up. And so Dr. Drew asking him about his substance abuse. And he was like, I've been clean and sober for the last however long. And he just gave him an update on everything going on in his life. He was like, I'm working. I went to college. I graduated. I got my degree. And I forgot. But he says he got his degree. So I'm like, well, good for Andrew. It'll be good to see him on a straight and narrow from here on out so he can be in Jesus' life. And so that's what he claims he want to do. And so I hope it works out like that for him. So that was pretty much that. And then Barbara was like, I just want all of us to just get along. And the audience started laughing. I'm like, this lady is crazy. And Dr. Drew was like, yeah, it'll be good for everybody to be able to get along for the sake of Janelle, the kids, and all her baby daddies. I'm like, that's sad. Well, Barbara pretty much said the same thing. So, and then what else happened tonight? So next to the stage was Kel and Leo. And the fans are going to ask them questions about them and dating. And I'm like, I'm not interested in this. So I just kind of tuned away from that. I couldn't care any less about their personal life, especially Kel and her sex life. Like, I don't care. If anything, she should be more focused on living a celibate life. And so they asked, most of the questions were going towards Kel because I'm pretty sure nobody it's really nothing to ask Leah. She's so different from Kel. So, and Kel has the more drama-filled situations going on anyway. So we know that all the questions would go towards her. One of the questions was something about her like making money. And, her position, the position that she played in a relationship. So she was like, I don't mind being a breadwinner as long as he cooks, cleans, and take care of the kids. And I'm like, this doesn't surprise me to hear this coming from Kel. Because it just seems like she wants to play that the person who wears the pants. She wants to wear the pants in the house. So I wasn't surprised to hear that from her. One of the questions was, have she ever found herself dating guys who only wanted to date her because of MTV? And she was like, yeah. I mean, Javi is an example of that. She was like, that's how we got together. Because he went on a dating show, something on MTV called like Date My Ex or something. And she was like, and by the way, he was turned down by his ex. She didn't even want to have anything to do with him. And I'm like, you just don't know. Maybe that was all for the show. He probably ended up messing with his ex. I mean, he still got you, so you can't talk too bad about him. You end up marrying him. And then another question was, what was her next question? I think that was all of the questions for her. I forgot what they asked Leah. It wasn't interested enough to. I'm sorry. I just had tuned out a moment when they got to Leah. But anyway, that's pretty much all I was able to catch tonight on that part. So the last part of the show was Brittany, Brianna, and Devon and their mom to the couch. And just asked them about everything that had happened during this season. They went back to talking about Devon. And again, they just picking him apart, pulling out all of the negative things that we seen with him this season, which wasn't much. That's what gets to me, is how they constantly pick out the negative things on Devon. I hate that. And I tune out. I seriously do on that part. I mean, we heard it all already. Yes, it was wrong for him to be drinking around that child. Of course it was wrong and irresponsible. I mean, that's your child. You could have, you put in harm's way or whatever. But to keep talking about it, it's not going to change. So I can kind of understand where Devon's coming from when he's defending himself. It's like no matter what he say is wrong, they not going to let it go. So they just talking about everything, dealing with that. And what else? She mentions how she's not proud of how she behaved last season with the almost fight between her and Kel. And Brittany says the same thing when she was like, y'all got to understand, I'm not proud of my actions, but this is my sister. And at the end of the day, I'm going to ride for her no matter what or who or whatever is going on. And so the mom, she made some comment about if it come to her pulling hair, she would have did what she had to do. And I'm like, okay. And Dr. Drew was like, no, that's not the right thing to do, but okay. And so, yeah, y'all, that's all I was pretty much able to catch on tonight's reunion part 3. So, like I say, when I catch up with the first 30 minutes of the show, I will plug it in down in the description box along with the timestamp. So, as for now, I want to thank y'all for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I will talk to you soon.